In the corner of the tavern, dimly lit by the orange glow of flickering half-light, sits a roguish fellow cloaked in all black. A long, jagged scar runs vertically down his brow, parted by a clouded white eye. But who is this mysterious fellow? Why is he so standoffish? And how did he get that scar? Well, that's for you to decide. All the ingredients that go into building a character shows us a bit about the person. If you want to create a character that feels real, think about the reasons why your character is the way that they are. The backstory isn't just what happened to your character before the adventure began, it's the events that got them there and shaped them to who they are now, and in return the things that they've done. These choices are what have shaped them as a person. Use the backstory as a basis for your character's personality and moral compass. If she's untrustworthy of people, why is she that way? What has happened to her to make her so wary of people? Try to remember that everybody is interesting. Even the simplest country bumpkin has dynamic relationships and life-changing events within their own frame of reality. This is what a backstory is for. It's a tool for you to use to be able to shape how your character is. And this doesn't mean that you need to write a full biography. I tend to pick just a handful of events, a significant person and place to ground my character into the world. This is also really useful information for your GM to have. The appearance of a character typically gives people an idea of who they are from the get-go, at least to some extent. Usually people dress as an expression of themselves. Perhaps it's not. Perhaps your character is restricted by the way that they dress due to societal reputations. They might not be able to afford the clothes that they want to wear. Or, on the other hand, maybe their religion or culture dictates their appearance. Think about hairstyles, facial features like piercings, tattoos or scars, and what that says about them. You can use a variety of details to show how your character expresses themselves. One instance might be the way that they braid their hair, or them only wearing black. The braid that they wear could be from a remote cultural region that makes them stand out now that they're on their travels. And the reason that the character wears this braid is that it could be it's the same way that their mother wears hers. Now we have a bond between your character and a significant person, where you can craft a story around it. Another example is the black clothes. What if a character only wears black due to the dark bargain that they're restricted in, which forbids them from wearing any other colour? Well, what happens if they don't wear black? Or maybe your character recently lost a loved one. They're in black to show their bereavement. How's your character dealing with this then? People are diverse and incredibly complicated, but if you've known someone long enough, you tend to be able to guess how they're going to act. Think about the instinct or nature of your character. Are they timid or extroverted? Conservative or expressionist? Do they act on impulse or do they weigh up the options before making a move? Doing voices can be hard, but there's more to a character than an accent. Is there a way that your character talks? Do they choose their words carefully or have a catchphrase? Maybe they never curse or swear too much. Maybe they whisper or have a very booming voice. Mannerisms like stutters and speaking quickly can make an impression. If you play in person or have a camera, think about your body language when role-playing. Use your facial expressions and movements to emphasise your character. So remember that everything's connected. When building your character, always ask yourself why, or yes and. Things aren't just the way that they are, there's always a reason for it. And it's these little details that you can add in that can really flesh out your character. And also, role-playing's a very social thing. Let people ask your character about these questions and also reply to them. That way they're not just written down on a piece of paper, it can actually come into play. So thank you for watching. If you found this at all useful, please be sure to let me know. Like and subscribe by all means, or just comment below. We can maybe have a chat if you've got one or two questions. The reason that I'm doing this is sort of a log for myself, but also a more visual way for my players to be able to consume information rather than me just sending them lists of messages. It also gives me something to do as a bit of a hobby. Also, I'm sorry for how scripted this video sounds. I'm not used to creating things in this sort of format, reading off just like a piece of paper. Hopefully I sound more human in later videos. And there will be hopefully a few more to come. I've got one or two things jot down, brewing in my noodle that I'm hopefully wanting to put out soon. So again, thank you for watching and take care.